Okay, here we go. So the big question is, are we alone in the universe? And the only answer I have is my wife tells me I will be if I don't behave myself. But seriously, we don't know. I'm Adrian from NASA's Jet Propulsion Lab, and my job is to take your tax money and try to answer that question. A lot of tax money. So we have been sending things to Mars since, I was this tall, and we don't have an answer for you. So now we're changing our attention to the outer solar system, the Jupiters and the Saturns, and maybe even further. And we thought that wasn't interesting. It was too cold. Nothing's going to be alive there. I mean, I can barely survive in, this temperature, because I'm from LA. So suddenly we pointed the Hubble telescope up there, and we saw these things shooting out of the ground on some of the moons, these plumes. So holy smokes, there's freaking water there. So we're going to have to go look at that. And it makes no sense because the water's shooting out of the solid planet. Finally, we figured out, hey, maybe it's ice, and then there's an ocean inside, and that's where the life is. And then we can take more of your tax money to go do this. So it's not an easy job. We got to go 600 million kilometers. It's freezing cold. It takes a long time. The first thing is to go that far, you need a really, really big rocket to send a really, really small thing. So we need really, really small instruments. Otherwise, we can't send them. And this is not representative. It's pitch black there. It's dark. You're so far from the sun. The sun's like every other star in the sky. It's nighttime all the time. You bring your solar power or whatever, you don't have a lot of power. So you need a very, very low power instrument to make it work. And then once we get there, the plan is we're going to land. There's a 15-hour delay, radio-wise, so you're going to be landing autonomously. So you're going to need really, really low power radars for that. And then we're going to take this radar and we're going to try to point it at this plume. And we can find out all kinds of stuff. We can find out what the pressure's like. We can find out what kind of water is there, because there is more than one. We can find out the temperature, mostly. And we can find out if there's organics inside. If there's organics inside, then we screw up human history, and religious things happen, and it's all terrible and great at the same time. Because Arthur C. Clarke said, both results are terrifying. Thank you.